Welcome to PPT 10x. So in today's video, let's create a similar slide design. So for that, we just need a blank slide. In this blank slide, we are just going to insert the shape. Okay, and let's just insert it like this. All right. Now the shape outline for the shape is going to be no outline. Now on this shape, we are going to click the right mouse button and then we will go to the format shape option. In the format shape option, we will go to the effect options. So just before we go to the effect option, let's just give it a fill and we are going to give a gradient fill. So the gradients are going to be linear, and in linear, we are going to select the linear diagram. All right, and here we are going to select this blue color gradients. So somewhat of this kind we get. Okay, now let's go to the effect options, and in the effect options, let's go to the 3D rotation. And in 3D rotation on y-axis, we are going to rotate it down like this. Okay, now let's go to the 3D format option, and in the 3D format option, we will go to the depth and let's give the depth the dark blue color. All right, and let's just increase the size of the depth. Okay. So like this, around 55 points. Okay, and now let's just change the background color. So we are going to use the solid fill color only, and in the okay. Now in the next step, we are going to make the exact copy of it. Okay, here, and we are going to place it exactly on top of the previous one, and let's reduce the size like this. Okay, and here we'll go to the effect options again, and we are going to reduce the depth now. So we'll reduce the depth to around 40 points. That's it, and let's just shift it a little bit like this. All right, now let's make the copy of it by pressing the Ctrl D. Place it exactly on top of the previous one, and let's just reduce its size like this. Again, make the copy of it, place it on top of it, and let's just reduce the size of it like this. Beautiful. Now similarly, we are going to make the copy of these three, and we are going to press the Ctrl D, and we are going to move it to the other side like this, and let's just shift it so that we have a shape of this kind. Beautiful. All right, let's zoom out a little bit. Here, there's one thing. We just have to move it a little bit backwards. Like this. Beautiful. Now, let's zoom in. Okay. Now, in the next step, let's just insert a rectangle. Okay. A normal rectangle. And let's just form a rectangle like this. Place it over here. In the effect options, let's just give some bevel. So for we'll go for top bevel and we'll give round bevel. Okay, and let's just increase the point to approximately 9 points. So here the material is going to be the special effect, and the lightning here we are going to select the cool lightning. Okay, and in the fill option, we are just going to select the gray color like this, and the shape outline is going to be no outline. Now, for this shape, I'm going to make a copy by pressing the Ctrl D. For the second shape, I'll go to the edit shape option in the shape format, and I'm going to change the shape to circle, so that the same circle also have the same effects which we have given to the rectangle. Now I'm going to reduce the size of the circle like this, and let's just place it on top of the rectangle like this, or if you want you can just reduce it a little bit more. Okay, and let's just shift it over here like this. Okay, let's make the copy of the rectangle one more time and put it aside like this. And by pressing this rectangle, selecting this rectangle and the circle, we are going to group it by pressing the Ctrl G. Now press the Ctrl D to make the exact copy. Place it on the second stair. Similarly, make one more copy and place it over here. And one more copy and place it somewhat over here. Alright, now in the next step, we are going to select this rectangle and we are going to rotate it by 90 degrees. Alright, and we are going to place it like this and just reduce the thickness. Okay, like this. Fine, and we are going to sand it to back. Similarly, make a copy of it, arrange it. Okay, and this time we are going to sand it backwards like this. Okay, so for these two, just make sure that it doesn't have the shape outline. Okay, now let's make the copy of it by pressing the Ctrl D. Turn it diagonally like this, a little bit more. And more. And just reduce the size. Excellent. Now press the Ctrl D to make the exact copy and let's just place it over here. Now we are just going to sand it backwards behind our pillars. Now let's just select all these shapes and then press Ctrl G. Okay, now press Ctrl D to make the exact copy of the railing. Alright, and now rotate it and flip horizontal. So once we have the structure, we are going to set it to the other side as well like this. Done. Now we are going to insert this shape one more time and let's just place it over here like this. A yellow handle to increase the curviness like this. Okay, now in the next step we will just fill the gradient fill and shape outline is going to be the no outline. Okay, if you want you can just adjust the gradient stops like this. Okay, now we are going to sand it to back. Beautiful. Now in the next step we are going to insert the same shape one more time like this. We will insert the shape. Okay, this time the shape outline is going to be the dark blue in color and shape fill is going to be no fill color. Okay, here we will go to the line option and we will increase the point to approximately 10 points. Done. Now let's go to the effect options, and in the effect options we are just going to increase the bevel. Okay, so around 10 point width and 10 points height. Okay, now in the lightning we'll go and we are going to select the cool lightning and let's just set the angle. Perfect. Now in the next step we are going to insert a normal rectangle would work or this curvy, and let's just place it somewhat over here. Okay, Now in the next step, let's just select this shape. By pressing the Control key, select this shape and then let's subtract it. Fine. Now let's just select the shape and this outline and then group it by pressing the Control G and then send it to back. So our basic structure is ready. And then by pressing Control A key, we'll select everything and then we'll press Control G to group them. Okay, so like this we have the basic structure. So now in this basic structure you can just add images or text, and if you want you can give the morph transition effect.